something that you own?
At 36, I would say no.
It's a beat, fast, slow.
Were you trying to get your rhyme together?
Nah, I just sometimes.
Yeah, I can't even tell you that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you getting ready to.
I'm just saying, just sometimes
You
know,
getting ready to kind of rig.
I just got the once the beat drop, I gotta
You
hop
left the
on.
garage door open and all the lights are on. Can you turn my mic up a little bit? I feel like I'm not.
Turn me up in my snare.
You're
I'm good
loud.
though. I just wanted to say that.
I'll be honest though, I wasn't ready with a song, so I had to just throw one on.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Tiff, record this. It's gonna be some fire.
Aren't we recording?
Come on, phone.
Oh, you want a visual tonight?
I want to see how it gets busy.
Okay.
Niggas bobbing head, never
Where's
dizzy.
your phone?
Oh. Niggas never want to see me. Niggas.
I can't.
Hey, what? Hey, y'all, hold on, man. Y'all messed up my box.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
All right, go.
Precinct in the building. Nigga, I'm in my feelings. Psych, I ain't. I'm going to the bank. Nigga, I'm getting that bread. Make sure my kids is fed. Doing podcasts. Sitting on the grass. Nigga coming through with the funk. I ain't scared. Nigga don't dump. Boop, boop. 2 in the head. Jump back, nigga. Yeah, you dead. Took me for a sucker. Should have been a runner.
It's way longer than 20 seconds.
When I come through, pop, pop, nigga, I'm straight gunning for you and your
All
baby mama
right,
and your cousin. Nigga thought I wasn't. Hey, y'all threw me off.
No.
Because you came in hella fast. You came in hella fast. That was funny.
I thought I was gonna pick up more. Man, what y'all don't be telling people, I don't know the beat. I don't know nothing. I just gotta go. He usually give me 20 seconds, but he threw me off. So
that was a minute.
I appreciate that, dog.
No, bro, we gave you plenty of time.
Nah, I'm just saying. Normally you give me like 20 seconds, and
That's
then
all
it's
you
like,
need.
Yeah.
That is
No,
all
we do
you
normally
need.
give you 20, and I was only gonna give you 20 today before you start off with that. Nigga, like, what is this nigga trying to
I
do?
try to flip my style, man.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know I'm versatile.
Yeah, don't flip your style no more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Two Dudes and a Chick. It's your girl, Tiffany.
This is Dr. IJ.
It's your boy, Priest D.
Bro,
I'm gonna keep it going, man. I'm gonna slide on in there.
you're
did.
just comedy today, though.
All right, before we get started, I want to do my little reality check-in. I just made that up for my reality show this week. That's really just standing out to me is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which by far is my favorite franchise because it's really good TV. So Ray J right now is what's going on. A1 and Lyrica's been beefing because it's been rumored that Safari slept with Lyrica, right? And Safari told Ray J that he smashed the homie's wife. So Ray J's feeling like, dang, that's my boy. So I can't sit down and break bread with him knowing this information and him not knowing. So he invited Safari over to the dinner.
All this stuff.
What is that?
My bad. I was cutting down my phone.
Oh. Invited him over to the dinner so that Safari could tell A1, there's a hum, that he smashed his wife. So my question to y'all is, y'all don't hear that?
Yeah,
It's cool. It ain't gonna
But
pick
that's
up on the thing.
Okay. My question to y'all is Ray J being messy or is he being the homie?
By telling his homeboy that, ooh.
Because
'Cause
he's
he-
friends.
with
They were the
both
three
ends.
amigos. They was brothers. They was like, it was him,
That's a
Safari,
good
and
question. I
A1.
didn't know you were going there with
So
this.
now, is he being messy or is he doing what he should be doing by like bringing it all to the table? Like, dude, you need to tell him what you told me because you told me and now you need to tell him.
Really, it's gonna come down to where his lying stands. Like once you pick between the two, like you know you're gonna end up losing one of them.
But he hasn't picked between the two. That's the thing. That's why he made Safari come to the dinner so that Safari can tell A1 that he smashed his
Had to smash his wife.
That's a That's a hell of
who
a.
smashed his wife that is now pregnant, and everybody's like, well, who's the baby daddy?
Wait, because somebody was telling me that her husband is gay.
Well, he wears
And
like
he
pearl.
look a little gay.
He wears pearls and paints his nails like black
Yeah.
and stuff. I never thought that he was gay, but
He could be a little bisexual. That's all good.
maybe, who knows?
I feel like that's the cleanest way to snitch without snitching.
Bringing everybody together.
Yeah, and then be
And
like,
not knowing
hey, y'all
that-
got some stuff
That's
y'all
exactly
need to
what.
talk about.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, because you ain't really telling, but you also making it
That's
to where.
what he tried to do, but Safari just kept sitting there with like a crazy look on his face, like I ain't saying nothing. And then Ray J was like, "Tell him what you told me." And then he was like, he said he had sex with Lyrica.
Oh, at that point, you became
it's
messy.
dry snitching, dog.
Yeah.
Like to sum it all up, you either gonna stay out of it or let them handle it.
I mean, but it's
How do you let them handle it though? If you know something
wait.
By that time,
Let 'em
everybody
find out
will
when
know.
when the show airs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on live TV.
But then if
everybody knew.
if that's your boy and he didn't tell you, you gonna be mad. You not gonna be mad? Y'all not gonna be mad?
But you got to see where he'd be like, I didn't want to get involved in this. I don't know how to tell you it's going to be on live TV. So I'm staying out of it. I didn't know how true it was. I didn't know how much of it was rumor. So why I got to spread that.
Real talk. If you my dude and you let your dude smash on my girl,
But
you
they
no
all
longer-
three partners, though.
All right. Well, if we all three partners and you smash on my girl, we no longer partners.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
fact.
exactly.
There's no getting back from that.
They not tripping over that. They saying the middleman, me. If
No,
I knew somebody smashed.
I get that. So I'm just saying, if you the middleman and you know that one of them smashed on the other, I feel like at that moment, if you really my dude, you gotta have
But
beef.
you can't see the dilemma he in.
I can see the dilemma, but I'm just saying, if you really my dude, you gotta have beef with the other dude because he just smashed on my chick.
I can see that. Yeah, because you cross lines. So if you smash your chick, you can smash my chick.
Right.
There's no boundaries with him.
Right, because then in that situation, right, I'm saying like you should just come to me and be like, "Hey, bruh, old boy smashed on your chick, and I ain't fucking with him no more." But if you trying to sit there in the middle, like I'm still trying to be both of y'all homies, now I'm looking at you some type of way, like,
No, I get that. Yeah, I can't.
you know,
That makes perfect sense. Because like I said, there's no boundaries with this cat. He's a renegade right now. No,
Right.
No
He went rogue.
Yeah, he went rogue. It's no. That's what I meant. That's the word I was looking for. But there's no telling what he would do after that.
Yeah, because if you cross the
Like,
line and
well,
smash the
try to
homie's
get my
wife,
sister,
Yes.
my mama, like you know what I'm
Yes,
saying.
bruh.
Where you won't go.
but the sister and the mom is way better than your wife.
True.
and now I'm looking at my friend that I'm like, did you have plans to smash too? Because
Really, you would
Nah,
start
I
looking
won't
at your
go
friend
that
like
deep.
that?
yeah, because I'm
Kinda taking it left,
because
Jack.
if I'm in the middle, and you smashed on the homie friend, I'm looking at you like, is you gonna smash on my wife too? Like if I was in a situation,
Middle
with you-
guy.
yeah, if the middle guy know, right, and you ain't telling me, and you ain't got a problem with the other friend, now I'm looking at you
But
saying
he
like,
do got a problem with him. That's why he's like, dude, you need to handle this because that ain't cool.
but I'm saying the middle dude shouldn't even be friends with the other dude no more. Because if I'm in the middle, I'm automatically thinking, if you smashed on B's ex, would you smash on my ex too? Like, how do I know I could trust you because you done went rogue? Like, I don't know if I can trust
Well,
you.
you
no
lost
more.
me when you said ex because we're not talking about exes.
Wait, they not exes?
Nah,
He's married.
Oh, that's even worse.
They had the dinner together. They went on a couple's
Yeah,
dinner.
that's even worse.
He smashed his wife.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Well, she says it didn't happen. But a couple of different people said maybe it did.
Man, that love and hip hop life.
Okay, so another story is Akbar.
I don't even know who this
Tierra
is.
Marie and Akbar are dating, and then she found out that he has a wife and a girlfriend, and then that she was the third person. So, timeout, pause. You gotta tell them to go in the room. Okay, so Akbar dating, and she just found out And she was mad. She wasn't trying to be part of that party. So I guess my question to you guys would be, are open marriages like ever okay?
I couldn't handle something like that. I couldn't handle no dude digging in you. And I'm just like,
Digging.
go on with your boyfriend and say hi. That's kind of weird to me.
Tell him I said what's up.
Yeah, but I be watching shows like that when people be like, she's in the marriage, she's her boyfriend, and it just get weird. Like,
For
what's the
open
point?
marriages. Because, there's sister wives. I watched that show too, by the way.
That's different, though.
Sister wives and open marriages are different because sister wives, they're all like...
Yeah.
That's more normal. I can get with that more than just...
So I've seen two type of sister wife shows. Sister wife show, like the original one, where they all... At one point, were living like in the same type of compound house, but have their own like houses in the houses. And then they moved to Las Vegas and they all live in the court. Like each wife has a house in the court. Right. And then I seen another show where they live like up in rocks, literally like in the rocks somewhere far so that nobody will mess with them. And they each have their own houses and they weren't as like cohesive as the other sister wives. So I feel like there's different levels of sister wives-ism.
If I had to pick one, I'd do the one with...
You rather do sister wife than open marriage?
Me and 4 chicks on the block, different houses.
You know why you like sister wives instead of open marriage? Because you the only one digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But as far as open marriages, I can get me a piece. No. You can have you a piece. But sister wives, they don't have no other dude but the husband.
And I'm not mature enough to handle that. I'm just keeping it real.
But it seems like it would be exhausting to have like more than one wife.
I have a friend
not
that
if everybody with it
is in open marriage.
Really?
Yeah, like real. Like she invited, like it was a couple months ago. She invited me to the house because she was like, "Come through, my boyfriend here, his girlfriend here. We just all like kicking it."
And when they say that, they say it like so normal, dog.
Yeah,
like I met
like she said it to me hella normal.
Wait, I'm confused. Her boyfriend was there with his girlfriend?
Her boyfriend was there with her husband and her husband's girlfriend.
Oh, they all just be kicking it.
Yeah, they was all just kicking it.
Just be having big.
And she was like, just roll through so you could just see, because I actually took her to lunch and was like,
you got that official invite, cuz.
Nah.
Was that to smash or something?
Nah,
was it really just to go kick it?
Nah.
I kind of feel like
that went over your head. That went over your head, dog.
Nah, she was just inviting me over because
you and Nicole over.
Nah, she just asked me to come through because I was concerned. I took her to lunch. I was like, I'm trying to understand because she told me like her dude is really in love.
Which one? Her husband?
Her husband is really in love
with his
girlfriend.
And I was like, so how he loving you? And then she hit me back with a sick ass line. I didn't even know how to come back. She was like, I talked to my boyfriend, not her husband. She was like, I talked to my boyfriend about what you said, and he says that I'm so beautiful that I deserve to be loved. Or why do I only deserve to be loved by one man? I deserve to be loved by multiple. So it's like, so they got like a situation where it's like her husband, they each got a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then their partners have partners.
That's just too much.
Many, dog.
So
it's like when you don't know, like I'd rather be ignorant to stuff, like
be naive
like,
to it.
If I'm messing with a chick and she not telling me something or not alluding to like she got other dudes she messing with, or she be like, let's just keep what we got going, cool. I could be ignorant and act like she ain't doing something, but to know is hella dudes she messing with, I can't rock with that, man.
You know, some people feel like it's unnatural just to be with one person your entire life. And they brought up animals. It was like, animals don't mate with the same person twice.
They don't. Except
they don't mate with the same person twice?
I ain't never thought about that.
Except for penguins.
So they hit it once and done.
And go knock up somebody else. Unless it's probably dogs and stuff that you are actually breeding or something.
Yeah. If you think about it, in the animal kingdom, every man is trying to get with as many chicks as possible so that his seed can go on. And every female is looking for the dopest man
to get.
That's why they call them dogs, huh?
Yeah.
What, it just hit you?
You ain't nothing but a dog.
Yeah, because a dog will hit anything in heat.
Hey, you done with your review?
Yes.
I got a question to ask y'all, man.
Wait, I just gotta let me ask this silly ass question.
What's up?
And then we'd be good. When y'all go to the bathroom, do y'all take y'all phone?
It depends on what I'm going in there for.
sometimes.
If I'm going to be in there for a minute, I
take the
do.
phone?
Yeah, I need something to. This is a magazine.
I feel it.
Why?
Right. Nah, I was listening to this on the way over here. I was listening to this dude talking. He was like, we need to take bathroom time back because the cell phone is still in bathroom time. And he was like, remember the days when you used to just go in there, just used to be you, your thoughts in the toilet.
No,
Nah, but
people used to
people
have
have
magazines
magazines.
next to
Yeah.
them. You never seen nobody with a basket full of magazines?
I'm
Hey, them
just telling you.
magazines hella nasty. Now, did you think about
Because
it?
everybody's
Like, yeah,
Wait,
who
no, your phone
actually-
is hella nasty.
No, because
Nah, but your phone be in your pocket. And you wash your hands. You don't
time
wash.
out.
You
It's
don't.
the same thing though, Brandon, because you're not. So whoever's in there using the bathroom,
But this is my personal phone.
listen, who's ever in there using the bathroom, if they're looking at a magazine, they're using the bathroom while they look at the magazine. And then once you put the magazine down to wipe your butt and stuff, you're done with that magazine. You're not
Some
going to go
people
back
wipe
to
their
it.
butt and then pick up the magazine, thought they had finished, and go back to the magazine.
What?
Wait, so, but you saying you ain't never had that dilemma where you finish and now you
I
gotta
just
think-
said that. You just saying you finish and you put everything back and you like, oh, I gotta go again. Then you right back to it.
No, I'm just saying like when you finish, you wipe yourself, get all clean. Do you leave the cell phone where it's at, wash your hands, and then come back and get the cell
Yeah, you
phone?
put it on the counter.
Or in
So
your
you put it on the
pocket.
counter before you clean.
Yeah. Well, you can't wipe your butt and hold your phone at the same time.
I know, but I'm
You gotta
like in our
grab your
master,
cheek.
in our master ain't no, you know what I mean. You in the commode by yourself. So do you sit the phone down or do you take the phone, pull your pants up?
Put in your pocket.
Or the counter.
Okay.
So you don't take your phone to the bathroom.
Nah,
you
because I'm like my hands is tainted.
After you wipe your butt, they taint it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sitting on the commode. I'm playing my little game. And I'm like, it's time to wipe.
Put in your pocket.
Or on the counter.
See, I never thought about the pocket. I usually just sit it on the floor
That's cool too.
and then I wipe and then I go wash my hands and then I come back and get the phone.
I'd rather sit in my pocket than the counter than it's piss on the floor sometimes. You know whose floor you on.
That's true, but I sit down and piss, so.
Hey, me too, nigga. Hey, niggas won't admit that, dog. Like, hey,
yeah,
That's
but
how I taught my boys to
hey,
pee.
I think I was pissing all over the place. Now my mom used to make me, dog, and then it just became just sit down and pee.
I don't remember the tragic event that made me
I
start
know
sitting
it
down and
was.
peeing.
But that's only when you're at home, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I ain't doing
I
that.
piss anywhere,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, just at home,
not at
naturally,
home?
it just sit
Yeah.
there. Hey, niggas be acting like, nigga, that's the gayest thing.
But why is that so
In
gay to
history.
sit down and pee?
I don't know.
I don't really
The
care.
shit is so comfortable to me. That should be I'll be like, ah.
Hey, I was talking to this girl. She was like, so and so's son is just, he's a little gay. And I was like, for real? Why you say that? She was like, she looked left and right and said, he sit down when he pee. I said, come on, nigga. Like, I do that. She was mind blown, dog. Like, what?
Bruh, I do.
Like, you sit down. I was like,
I think a lot of guys do. I
When
think
I
a lot of
had-
us do
it's gonna be
being
some niggas listening to
lazy,
this be
too.
like, you so bitch ass niggas, man.
I don't
Sit
care.
down
Say
like
whatever
that.
you want.
Hey, I
When
don't
I had
care,
my
nigga.
knee surgery, it would be hard to sit down because my knee wouldn't bend. So I had to spend like the first 2-3 weeks when I had to go pee, like just stand up and
He
pee.
was like, this some BS. Huh?
Bruh.
Oh my god, you guys are so dramatic.
Especially in the middle of the night.
That's just y'all lazy.
In the
You-
middle of
you-
the night
you
when you
get-
go to go pee, like I gotta sit because
You
I'm
do
half
this-
sleepy.
Wait, you get up in the middle of the night and pee?
you gotta go.
Yeah,
Like normally, like it ain't like abnormal for you to do that.
maybe once a night.
Every night.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't go to the bathroom before you go to bed,
Not all the time.
like a little kid.
Yeah, like it's rare that I gotta get up and go pee,
I don't know. I do it once a
and
night.
I damn near drink a gallon a day, and it's just still like I don't gotta just get up and randomly pee in the middle of the night.
Man, now you got me thinking there's something wrong with me. Man,
I don't know, but look, this is a question I was gonna ask y'all.
go ahead.
All right, a lot of girls in these events that we go to or just clubs and everything, walking around with see-through shirts, like nipples out,
No bra on?
no bra.
You didn't
Hold
see,
on.
baby.
I was
Hold on,
like,
hold on,
where,
hold on.
where was you at?
Hold on, no bra, just nipples out. And this ain't my first time. I know what you talking about. I was with him when I seen it, but just the new
We
trend.
was standing right in front of you too.
This new trend.
Yeah.
So this is a new trend, but how am I supposed to react to that? Like, am I supposed to stare at the nipples? Like, is it okay for me to stare at the nipples? Is it like, am I being
feel like if somebody
stalkerish?
is wearing a see-through shirt with no bra on, I kind of feel like they are warranting that attention. Don't you think?
But am I wrong for looking? Like, because it's hard to, like,
I mean,
talk
it's
to
no
somebody
different
with-
than somebody who got their boobs out, like their cleavage out.
Yeah.
You're gonna stare either way.
My thing is,
So that's rude, isn't it?
if I'm having a conversation with you,
and your nipples
I'm
out.
gonna respect you and look you
In the
in
eyes,
the eyes.
which you should do anyway.
Yeah.
But
normally,
since
you're
you-
not talking to nobody
since-
with their nipples out. Normally.
since you showing them, I'm gonna get me a good gander in. But I'm not gonna just stand there and just stare. at
So
'em.
is it so the person that stare, is it wrong for them to stare at? Are they like a stalker? Are they creepy because you got
That's just in general, no matter what that person is wearing. If they have their boobs out or if they have their cleavage out, like
Let's
whatever.
talk about this though.
Yeah, well, I
Let's
think.
Yes,
check the
it's
general.
rude.
Yeah,
to
I think
stare.
at a certain point you gotta.
Or maybe just acknowledge it.
Yeah, like
Did you know that I can see your boobs?
Is it wrong to bring it up? Like titties looking nice.
it's
Yes,
not.
that's wrong.
Why? How did that? He
Why
said no.
is it
He
ever
said no.
o-
She said yeah.
Why is it ever okay to go up to a girl and say they titties is looking nice if
No.
I don't know
It's
you?
like it's
no,
like I'm
if your titties is out. That's like if I seen a man with his shirt off, I might be like, "Bruh, you hella cut."
But you probably wouldn't.
I would.
what's wrong with that?
I done told your husband. I'd have been like, "Hey, bruh, I see that gym work. I see you putting in that time."
Yeah, but you guys wouldn't be looking at it like how you're talking about this girl with her boobs
But he
out.
looked at it.
But am I supposed to be at
That's
fault?
like saying if somebody's walking around with their pipe out.
Right, but am I supposed to
What
be?
are you gonna say to him?
But what are you gonna say? It's the
I'm
same
like,
situation.
Bruh, you
I'm
got
like-
balls.
What are you gonna say?
I'm like, "Bruh, you got balls."
I know, I can see him.
Yeah.
But let's go back to these titties. Is it wrong for that dude to just be like, "You got some nice titties"?
I don't think so.
Why?
I don't think so either.
But why did it say anything?
Because it's a difference between cleavage, it's a difference between big boobs, and just have a collared shirt where I see everything.
So just because you see her nipples, you feel you need to tell her?
I feel awkward. Like I feel like you're making me awkward.
So
and I
by
need to-
telling her, you're not going to be awkward?
it's like just I gotta say something about them. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm looking at your titties and it's like, yo, them some nice titties you got. But back to what I was saying, like how do you continue the conversation? Is that wrong? From a female's perspective, I want to know, is that wrong? And why am I wrong?
I'm like 2 steps away from being a titty connoisseur.
What does that consist of?
It consists of appreciating the shape,
Okay.
the size,
Okay.
the weight,
The weight of the
Yeah.
boob?
all of that.
Oh, okay.
Then you get into like
What's your
areola size,
what is your
nipple
perfect
size.
what is your perfect nipple to breast?
I don't think it is one. Like
Oh,
like
no,
just
I-
nice titties is
There's
nice titties.
definitely a difference.
It is a difference, but I'm just saying. But if you like titties, you like titties. Like it ain't no like big titties, little titties. Titties is titties.
No.
If you like,
Yeah,
titties, if you're
yeah.
a titty connoisseur,
No.
you like titties is titties.
No, and that's what makes you a connoisseur.
difference.
Yeah, no, it's a difference.
because
But
I
you
appreciate-
I'll say you appreciate it.
I
still.
appreciate a itty bitty
Yeah.
along with a tiggle bitty. I just don't appreciate the ginos.
The ginos?
The
Like,
ginos.
what's ginos? Nigga?
You know
How
the
big is?
the Michelin blimps. Like I don't know what to do with a Michelin blimp. We had this conversation before. Like I get stuck. Like with the titties, I'd be like, what do? I don't even know. Like after I I don't
So
know
you
what
like
to do with
titties
them.
more than boobs? I mean titties more than butt.
I was about to say, what's
No,
the
no.
difference?
I like butt more than titties.
You know, so you,
I take a big butt and no titties
A big butt and a smile.
10 out of 10 times.
yeah,
Really?
I think I
Yeah.
could too.
Really?
I'll take a butt, no titties.
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause, I mean, if you got some, like, you can have like now when we talking about no titties, I ain't talking about like no flat chest.
Flapjacks?
Yeah, no, not even flat. I ain't
I
talking
can
about
do
like
a flat.
just straight
Really?
nipples.
I could do a flat.
Nah, I need a little mountain.
To see for me,
This
that's
terminologies that you guys are using is so
No, I'm just
funny.
saying, like, I
but
need
that's what make
A
it.
mountain.
You know what I mean?
I need like a B, dog.
like a nice-
bare
A
a
minimum.
B
You take
minimum.
a
Oh
B.
no, I'll take an A. I'll take an A minus.
Ooh,
I just feel like an A.
you just need a
minus.
nip.
It's
that's
cute,
just-
bruh. It's cute. Like you just,
That's
you know what I
just-
mean?
That's all nipple, dog. Like no,
I understand. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? And if you show that all nipple appreciation,
it come back full circle.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But I will also say, like, I prefer butt. But the perfect is not just the nipple, it's it got to be a perfect nipple areola ratio. Yeah. And the areola needs to be a distinctly different color than the rest of the boob.
Like black.
I feel what you're saying.
You ever
Yeah.
seen some black nipple?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I have seen some on Friday at Trap Park. It was black.
That is so funny.
Nah, I'm not a big titty person, so I'm gonna look at your titty.
Are you sure you're not?
Yeah, I said I'm 2 steps away from being a connoisseur.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Well, how many steps are there?
I don't know how many steps there is to get to connoisseur level. I just know I'm 2 steps away, but I'm for sure a butt connoisseur.
You think you can pick out a fake butt?
I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better. They threw me a curveball. I wasn't ready for that curve when the fake butt gang came into town.
Man, it came
But
too.
now that it came, I'm like a baseball player. I can tell when the curve is coming off the hand.
Do you feel like it's harder to tell? That was funny.
That went over your head. But go ahead.
It did. Do you feel like it's harder to tell on a black girl? I feel like they're easier to point out on non-black people.
Yeah, but for me,
Yeah, because they look like ants.
the
Like
first the first step
got
for
big
me
boob and
is
skinny legs.
yeah, I was gonna say that's the first step for me.
They
Wide
got-
hips and skinny. Like when
Yeah.
they hips don't match their thighs.
If your butt don't match your thigh to ankle ratio,
Then you know it ain't real.
then I got questions for you.
it's something like we got a discussion. Let me touch it and see what it feel like.
But are fake butts not cool?
I appreciate a fake butt if it look right, like fake titties, like titties fake.
If
I appreciate anything fake that look
Yeah,
natural.
if I'm going to a strip club, yeah, because that's an entertainment experience. I'm paying money
A
to
big
get
booty?
in here, right? Boom. But in real life, nah,
Why?
I want all natural.
Why?
That's just my preference.
All natural, like no boobs or anything?
I don't. However you come, however you is.
What?
Yeah.
I'll take some fake boobs,
For
fake
real, because
butt,
I want to get a
fake-
boob job so bad.
Oh, all right, Priest D. Hello.
Hello.
Get your pockets ready. Nicole want to too. And I'm like,
You're not going to let her live? You're not going to let her be great.
she can get them if she want.
But are you going to have this?
She gonna show her titties. You gonna be like, put them away.
I liked them better before.
Won't be motorboating me.
Oh, man.
Get them all.
You wouldn't like if you wouldn't
Nah,
like.
I'm good.
But
Why?
if that, yeah, like why not? If that's something
I
that
think
she,
her body is perfect the way it is.
but it ain't you. The key word you said is I think.
I think her body is perfect. It's up to her to decide what she thinks makes her body perfect. If she thinks boobs make her body perfect, then that's on her. But I've already told her my preference.
Right, and I feel like you would bring that on to her if
Bring
she were
that
to come in the
energy.
house with fake boobs.
You know, this is essentially like you got a dope ass spaghetti recipe, and then you change your spaghetti recipe, and you still want me to like it. It's like, no, I like the old recipe better.
I don't know if you
And it's
really.
permanent.
Huh?
Like once you permanent put that recipe in there, you can't get it back.
Right. It's like, so you tell me I got to eat this new recipe the rest of my life?
Ever, but it's
It's still
edible.
good.
It's edible.
It's edible, but it ain't,
That same taste.
yeah,
But it's better.
to you.
Right.
To my hungry ass, it's not.
Hey, let me ask you something. Since we were talking about titties, could you take your wife being an actress and doing sex scenes?
Yeah, I could.
For real?
Yeah, as long as there's no
Nudity.
sex involved. I don't care about the nudity.
So licking on titties, rubbing booty, tongue kissing, everything but penetration.
Is that putting money in my pocket?
Do they really have penetration? Help her pay for her wedding. Do they really have penetration on movies?
Nah.
Oh.
I mean, there's rumors.
They be looking like they do.
There's
for
rumors.
real, though.
There's
Like, they
rumors
be
that
like,
people
And that
done
love is
stuff.
looking like they was in there humping.
Yeah. Well, what about you? You'll be okay with your wife doing a movie scene?
Yeah, I wouldn't trip.
Are you sure?
If you was an actor, I will respect your craft. As far as like,
So if it's just like a one-time gig,
now if we doing this for a bootleg, like, you know what I'm saying, like
it has to be a motion
It
picture.
gotta be like something worth it. Like,
I also feel like
I hate to pimp my wife
it
out, but
has
it
to
gotta be
be
something worth like
essential
career.
to the artistry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like something to her
Like if
career.
this
her
just
art.
like you just get naked and doing
If
love
we
scenes
doing
for no
it,
reason.
put it like this,
like La La did on Power?
If we shooting a movie for two
Right.
dudes and a chick,
Right.
if we like two dudes and a chick first motion picture, and you got a sex scene, like nah, that ain't gonna fly.
Like it'd be some movies where it'd be obvious. It's like y'all just do the sex scene in here.
I feel like Halle
no
Berry
reason.
did a movie like that.
Yeah,
Monster
made me
Ball.
feel good.
Yeah.
She showed her titties and got an Academy Award.
Man,
I was
that
like, them
movie
titties
wasn't
is
even
gold.
that good.
It was not, nigga. But they was like, nigga, Halle Berry's titties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You get an Oscar.
that mess is pretty whack too. At that, I wasn't feeling that movie.
Monster Ball.
I'm not even really feeling.
Halle Berry.
I never really liked Halle Berry.
Her movies are hit and misses.
Yeah.
Now she washed.
I feel like they've always been hit or misses. Is she washed up?
Yeah,
She been-
Her last movie was pretty good.
Which was?
When she was a 911 operator.
she washed.
Never seen it.
I forgot what it's called, but it
Yeah.
was pretty good.
I really do feel like sometimes we lost like them 90s, early 2000s, bruh. Like our kids ain't getting that type of black actress. Like Vivica, our kids will never know how bad Vivica really was.
Because they'll look at her now and be like, wait, y'all talking about she used to be bad?
Exactly.
Because she looks really.
like Vivica
now
was-
she looks bad.
Vivica was nice
Yeah.
back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And now she looks surgeried up.
She looks bad.
Terrible.
bad.
Terrible.
Dumb bad.
She looks bad. Who else is? Holly still looks the same, I feel like. She's kind of Asian just a little bit.
What's her name? K. Michelle, to me, looks better with the plastic surgery.
You know why? Because you got introduced to her like that, and she had.
She did her face and stuff?
She had it.
I think when I look at her face, I'm like, I could definitely tell
K
you.
Michelle had that joint before, like niggas like, is it real? Is it fake? It
Wait,
gotta be fake.
but you're talking about her butt.
You talking about her face?
He's talking about
I'm
her
talking
face.
about her face. I was looking at Love and Hip Hop LA the other day, and I was looking at her face, and I'm like, it's obvious that she's gotten some work done.
Is it, or is it just her teeth? Because her veneers kind of throw me off a little bit.
Nah, her face, she done got something done.
I don't know. You know, that makeup be tricking people sometimes,
To me,
too.
she look a little younger. And I'm like, okay, I
Well,
see.
she's also lost a lot of weight. She got her butt taken out.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, sort of. The way she did it kind of was really dangerous. So they couldn't get it all out.
Oh.
But that's how he explained it
So
on
does
there.
she got like a half a butt? Like, is it chopped flat in the back?
No,
Like, could they still
so
make
I
it
guess
round?
she got like injections.
Yeah, that backyard shots, huh?
Yeah, and it like
Went
wrapped
down her leg.
around like her muscles. So it's not something that he can just go in and grab out. It's like all over the place.
Damn. So if you hit that from the back going forward,
That's like steel, dog.
nigga, that's gonna be like going to.
But she took it out.
That's like
though.
really like goose in the back of a cage. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine
Hey,
bumping that.
what happened to the word goose?
I still say it, dog.
I still say it too. It has such a nice ring to it.
Gooser?
Bruh, did you goose her? Oh, got goosed her, bruh. Like, I don't know what they say now, but goose, like smack, okay.
Smash.
Smash.
Goose
I heard
is such a
smack.
creative. It make you think of a goose's neck too. I goosed her.
I
ain't
never thought
I
about
ain't
it that
You never
way.
thought about? I always think of a goose's neck. Like, yeah.
I just think about sex. When somebody say you
Goose.
goose, you be like,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
about a goose's neck.
I think about the goose's neck.
What about, you know who else looked like they might have? It'd be tricking me sometimes. Jada.
Yeah, you got to look at one of her old pics because I'm getting too used to the high cheekbones now.
But do you think that could just? So you don't think that's natural?
Nah. No, because I'm looking at her mom and I'm like, y'all both went to the doctor at the same time.
But her mom, though.
Her mom is banging, especially for somebody who was on heroin at one point.
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
You need to watch their show, Red Table Talk.
Trick that. I got too many other things.
Oh, well, yeah, she was like hooked.
Yeah.
I hear about it through you.
Yeah, but
For like years.
Jada be looking bad.
When she was acting, she was on
Not
it?
Jada.
I know. I'm saying while Jada was acting, was her mom hooked on dope?
Nah,
I think it's when she was
Jada
growing
a kid.
up, when she was a
Oh,
kid.
that don't count. Everybody was on dope back in the days.
No, but he's talking about how good her mom was.
This nigga just discounted her whole habit. Like, nigga, it's
I'm
not,
saying,
nigga.
like, every OG back in the 70s, 60s was on dope. So
Nigga, you just read that book. That's all that This nigga that read Pip was like, nigga, that was a lifestyle, nigga. She was probably hoeing too.
Hey, you think that's what made Jada who she is, growing up with her mom doing dope?
Man, the way
I
they
had to.
Yeah, but the way they make it seem like her mom wasn't just strung out.
Oh, okay. So she
She
did
was
with dad.
She was a functioning.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think about how we raising our kids and how they gonna turn out because of the things we allow them to do versus things we don't allow them to do? For example, us growing up, dog, I can walk. We had 2 houses. I could walk from Cimarron's all the way to Loafers at 7 years old. Now she won't even let my 7-year-old walk to school that's 2 minutes away.
By himself, no, I won't.
That's what I'm saying. But by myself, I was able to catch the number 2.
And we in about as safe of a neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, the reason why I was so kind of like, it's because right there by the park, when you cross the street, there's no stop sign right there.
I walked 2 miles,
That's
2 to 3 miles.
I'm about to say, you used to cross a freeway to get from the Cimarrons to
that's what I'm saying.
Well, I just kind of feel like our parents back in the day were.
I was damn near like 8 years old.
negligent.
Absolutely. Like there was a lot of stuff. I'm like, why am I allowed to do this?
By the time I found out about the city bus, I was like 8. I was like, so you mean tell me you just drop a quarter and they take you over there? Oh, nigga.
Hey, that's the thing too, bro. I used to ride the bus, bro. I used to walk the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
At a certain,
I started catching the bus when I was in the 7th grade.
like, nah, I really think
Before
about
that, the school
13,
bus
I
would
was
come and pick
driving.
me up right in front of my house.
Dude, I got my first police chase at 13.
That's because your parents were letting you drive.
My mom would be like, hey, go to the store, take your
You
sister.
were one of those too?
Yeah, man, I used to drive the van all
Hey,
the
P
time.
game, blood. Look how it started with me.
We didn't do stuff like that in East
My
Vallejo.
mom had a daycare, so it started off like, Mom, can I start up the car? Can I warm it up? I'm warming up the car. Mom, can I back it up?
Pause. Why did that excite us to start the car back in the day? I used to do
You
that
feel
too.
grown.
You feel like you was on
grown,
your
like-
way.
And then when they let you back it up,
You was on your way.
Hey, that's how it started. Can I back it up? And then I'm
Yeah.
backing it up and I'm parking it on the side, having it ready, warmed up and everything for all the
Ready to
daycare
go.
kids. Can I drive it down the street? Next thing you know, blood, I'm driving to school with all the daycare kids. Keep in mind, my
first
mom
of
had
all, if I
daycare.
find out
That's
little
what I said.
kid driving my kid to school,
Hey, this is back in the 80s, so my mom had a station
No,
wagon.
it's back in the 90s.
90s, okay,
Yeah.
you're right. This is back in the 90s, so my mom
I
had
say
a,
you was driving at 5.
Nah, look, this is back in the 90s. I'm like in the 6th grade, Mr. Grant class, dog. I'm driving with like all the daycare kids, like no seatbelts, just hella kids in the station wagon. I'm driving, my mom in the passenger. I'm parking, getting out, going to school. I got so good by the time I got in the 7th grade. I'm Nate Benson, dog. I'm driving Miss Daisy. I'm driving to Frisco, driving to Oakland, driving everywhere. Like I was just straight up their driver. So I'm driving to school 7th grade, and my pops Z, he had a 280Z. Pull up to King's Market. As soon as I pull up, I see, you know, that police station over there. I'm like, all right, no police. I got out, went to the grocery store, came out. As soon as I came out and lifted up the handle, I seen the police looking at me like, I know this little kid better not get in
that driver's
this car.
And you still did it?
Nah, look. So I was like, we made eye contact, and I watched him drive by, and I was like, I ain't getting in the car. So then he parked his car and went into the police department. But you know they had that glass
Yeah,
where
exactly.
you
He
can't
was
see in.
watching it.
Look, you can't see in, but they can see out. So as soon as he got in there, I'm looking around. I know I was looking hella nervous. I hopped in the Z,
And
backed
you
up.
look probably like Janine look right now.
Man, I look young now. So look, I hopped in the Z, backed it up. As soon as I hopped in the Z, I seen him run out the station and get
He
in the
was
car.
waiting for you.
Woo! I started dipping, blood smashing all through the crest. And then I pulled over probably 10 minutes later, blood. As soon as I pulled over, I drove around and I just drove to my grandma's house. Police cars coming from heck different angles. They call my mom's. The whole crest is out there, blood. They call my mom's, and my mom's already told me, if you ever get pulled over, you better say you stole this car.
You know what?
Hey, my mom used to say the same thing. You get pulled over, nigga, you stole it.
You better say you stole this damn car.
We'll get you out of jail.
Blood, my mom came over there playing a role like, I can't believe you stole the car. I was like, man, I just wanted the homeboy sandwich from King's Market. She was like, I should whoop your butt. She's like, officer, I got this. I'm finna take
Officer, I got this.
I'm finna take him home. We finna handle this. And man, as soon as we got in the car,
they let you go?
Yeah, this dog. We used to get pulled over, and they just say, pull over on the side of the road and call your parents.
Wow.
Or I got pulled over twice. They pulled me over once and said, they put me in the back of the car, took me home. I got pulled over right in front of my house. And then my mom used to let me chill for like a week or two, and then she back to
here you go.
Drive me over there. She got lazy with it. Drive me over here, drive me over there.
Just the North was a crazy space to live anyway. Bruh, living in Lofus, Lofus was like the death zone. Because anything that shut down in Lofus never came back alive. The pool shut down. I'm still waiting to this day for them to reopen the pool.
What pool?
Richardson.
I'd never been to that pool.
Richardson pool shut down.
We always went to Cuttingham.
Janae's liquor shut down.
Dog,
it used
look
to
how
be
my
like
pops used to do me at Janae's, dog. You know a nigga couldn't read. So they just give me a letter. Go get us at Janae's. I walk over there, just hand him the letter with the money. And he'll pack up hella alcohol, cigars,
just
all
foul.
that. And be like,
just such foul.
He like, don't open this
happening.
up till you don't open this up till you get home. I'm just naive. Just walk around with hella beers.
This is our life.
That's y'all life. That ain't my life.
This is our life.
That's not how we did it in East Vallejo.
Hey, but I said all to say, blood. We making our kids hella soft, blood.
No, we're not. By following the rules, we're making them soft.
It ain't even that. It's just.
Nah, bro, you gotta think
it
about it.
molded us to a certain way to where we ain't like.
Okay, it molded us, but
that's not true because that's not
not
how I was brought up.
All of us made it out.
For real.
So you gotta think, bro, like they got a better chance of, you know what I'm saying, not having to experience some of those things, bro. There's too many. At least, you know, for a minute there, I was looking in Lofus, and I was like, bro, like every young cat that I knew was either in jail or had got killed or something. Like it was like nobody was actually like
doing something
on their way, and it was and you had a couple OGs that was doing that, but it was like, nigga, they didn't start getting their life together till they was like 28, 29. So nah, bro, like
I was not brought
it
up
was
that
fun,
way, and
but
I feel like I turned out just all right.
But you talk white.
What does that have to do with anything?
I just wanted to say that.
yeah. That nigga just.
Oh my god.
Okay, she talk white. All right.
Hey, but like I just.
And why does it have to be called talking white?
Because it's how white people talk.
Yeah.
Black folks can talk correct too.
Black folks have their own dialect of English, and it's not like the white people's dialect.
You talking about Ebonics?
You can call it Ebonics if you want. I'm just saying we have our own dialect.
I just feel like it's whack when people say you talk white because you talk.
You speak in the white dialect, and it's only correct because the white man said it's correct.
Boom.
So says the person who been making the can opener the different way viral.
You want to explain the can opener thing?
I don't even want to explain that. I want to talk about these kids, dog. So you don't think us having?
I think they're gonna be all right.
Having our kids, but that bothers me, dog.
Why does that bother you?
It bothers me having my kids around all these white people, dog.
That's your fault. You moved here.
I can understand that, bro, but yeah, I think you.
And I just think about how I was raised, and I came out cool. Oh, nigga, I want to show you something too, dog.
My neighborhood was all Filipino.
Hey, where my report card at?
It's horrible. He had to go and get his transcripts from high school.
I had to get my transcripts from high school. You know that thing I was telling you about. Dog, your boy was on one in high school.
Or not.
Yo, I was
Barely
like, where is my parents at? Like,
again, another parent foul.
Where, like, hey, blood.
I feel bad because your parents is not with us no more, and they getting the short end of the stick right now.
My parents is excellent, but it's just certain things they feel short on, dog. I'm like, God, dog, blood. I want to show you this, man. It's so funny. I just want you to see it.
I didn't have the best report card either in high school.
I'm sure it was better than this one.
I'm sure it was
Hey,
too. 'Cause I
pause
went
it
to
real
college.
quick. Man, hold on.
Just tell them what you
Dude,
got.
like, I just want them to see it. Like, seeing is
Don't
believing
matter.
it. But, cause I had, like, 9th grade, it was, like, 2.3, 2.5. Cause, you know, they break it down 2 semesters.
Right.
10th grade, 1.8, 1.3. Look, I moved to San Diego. I moved to San Diego. It was a way harder school. Them teachers held you accountable, dog. 2.5. Moved back to Vallejo, 1.8. And then my senior
That
year,
just happens when you apply yourself.
my senior year, 1.8. I'm like, God, dog, what was I doing in high school? Blood my whole
What
joint.
weren't you doing?
I be surprised. Now I understand why people be like, nigga, you doing all right in life, nigga? Like,
Right. And this is the life you want your kids to live?
Nah, it ain't the life I want my kids to live. I'm just saying, like, just being around us. I want my kids to be around us more. But the thing about it is when you try to do better for yourself and want more,
Us ain't really it.
you end up being in a situation like us around
Others.
others. And I just, when you think back.
I feel that, man. I do sometimes wish like we had that dynamic that they had down south where
Oh, man, I love that,
you
dog.
could be that. But I also worry about this too, bro. Like you go to a lot of them communities with black folks that have, made it to the middle class, upper class, and now they own a whole nother bougie ass way of life. And it's like, I don't want my kid around that either.
Bougie black folk.
Yeah, like I've always said, I would never put my
That is so
daughter
true.
in Jack and Jill because to me, Jack and Jill is like bougie Negroes.
Before
Well,
you get on
that
that,
is
dog,
the-
hold on. Before you get on that, like, what's crazy is, like, before we moved into this house.
Hey, you just cut her off.
No, I said because I know she's gonna get in Jack and Jill, but I
I know that, but I'm just pointing out because
yeah, she always do that.
we had a comment that said that you would be cutting her
I
off.
didn't say
Nah,
anything.
look.
I'm just gonna let him talk.
Jack and Jill, save it.
I'm just gonna let him talk.
Nah, because we still on this hype. Y'all gonna
Look.
switch the whole narrative.
And we even pointed it out, and he's like, I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
care.
Because he has
hold
to
on,
get out when he has
hold
to
on.
get
Let me
out.
this
Look.
off. I'm forgetful. Y'all not.
It's
Like y'all
fine.
y'all
Go
know
ahead,
how
honey.
forgetful I am.
Go ahead.
Go
Hey,
say
but
what
what
you
I
gotta
was
say.
saying though, we had, we moved into before when we sold our house and moved to the hood. Like I was like, I cannot live here. Like
And
this-
my kids ain't going outside to play.
yeah, I'm like I didn't have my kids outside
But
playing.
that's what
It was
you
just,
want.
I don't want that.
So what you want? You sound
What
like
I
him
want,
with the hair.
I don't. Huh? What you say? Oh, you sound like John with the hair.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
nah, I'm
like,
saying
what do you want?
I want.
This nigga
I want.
confused.
Yeah, he don't know what he wants.
I want to be in a middle class area around black people. That's it. I don't think that's too hard to ask for, but where is it at? But in California.
But you also have to understand, you're not just saying you wish you was in a middle class area around black people, but
Yes,
you
I
wish
am.
you were around a certain
Nah, man, put me
kind
around.
of black. Bro, you
I
got
don't
a
need to be
black family live across the street and a black family live down the street.
That ain't no black family, dog. They
There
like
is a black family down the street. They got 2 little boys.
There's literally a black family 3 houses down from you.
Yeah,
but where the other black people at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't enough.
nah, it ain't
He's like they don't count.
Nah, they like 5 houses down, but at the same time, the fact that you gotta
What are
be
you
like,
gonna do if
the
you
fact
live
that you
with them?
gotta
What are
be
you
like
gonna do?
5
Okay,
houses down,
but
What are you
those
gonna
black
do?
people.
What are you
But
gonna
on
do?
the same hand, we don't live in a white community.
That don't make it no better. It's like
I feel what you're saying, but
all I'm saying is I want to be around my
Well,
own
you don't
people.
even talk up to the black folks down the street now.
Dog, cause they old.
No, they not.
How old is that?
They not old like our neighbors and stuff. I'm just saying, like, you saying you want this community, and
I
then
just-
what? What are you gonna do? You gonna be involved in the community?
Dog, you know what? Black people are more approachable. Black people, I'm used to black people. I know how to deal with black people. Not to say, I work and I'm the only for 6 years. I was the only black manager at my job around like 400 white people. So I know how to mix and mingle. But I just love being around my people. And if I could live around my people, if it feel more at home than to park and come home because you don't, nobody fooling with you.
So you think?
I know so.
You don't know because you never been in that environment.
What you mean? I grew up in that environment. I grew up on an all black street in Loafers.
I guess.
bro,
You
I
haven't
hear,
lived in that environment.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
have. I've lived
I don't
down
know if
south
you fully
before.
grasp
He don't.
the fact that you are an aberration, meaning that you are not the norm.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So if if you was to give your report card to me and say, hey, predict this person's outcomes in the future,
it would not be this.
It would not be this.
I feel like you want to live like around a lot of people like you.
No, I don't. I just want to live around a lot of black. Tiff, when I'm at practice, like I'm always quick to talk to like everybody, but I just like communicating with my people.
Were you talking about the black? Were you talking to the black folks at Chum's practice today?
Yeah, the dude and the chick. I'm just saying it's easier to talk to my people than it is to talk to others. And I think about how my kids gonna be being around a bunch of others. Like I said, my kid is in the class where it's him and another black kid out of 30-something people. Like, that's whack to me.
But like you gentleman said, it's not all white either.
So what?
I feel like that makes a difference. I mean, I feel like it's, if you can't be around all blacks, it's cool to be around a mixture of races.
Wow.
I
think that's
it's
cool.
better to be in a class of a whole lot of different races than be the only black boy in a class full of white kids.
I agree with you, because like I said, when I first got promoted to my job and they sent me where I was at in Santa Rosa, that was an adjustment.
To be around a whole bunch of white people.
To be the only black dude, like I've never been in that predicament.
Yeah,
where
that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
Only black dude.
So I'm thankful, even though we're not around a whole bunch of black people, we're around a whole lot of different races. So I will take that.
I could respect that more, because my son will know how to
You
adapt.
have to
I
take
also
it.
think
that's what we are. That's what we got.
You're not articulate, or I'm not gonna say you're not articulate yourself. You haven't spoke to the issue that I just brought up,
What you bring up? Say it again.
Which is the fact that you could be around in a neighborhood like this around a whole bunch of middle class black families, and they could all be uppity, and then you be sitting here with an issue about the fact that your kids is acting even more white because they hanging around a bunch of black families that's acting white.
I doubt it would be like that,
bruh.
I can't see it. I mean, I could see what you're talking about. I get what you're saying, but yeah, you're right. If I,
I'm gonna go with this.
You're right. But
you're gonna be around a bunch of Huxtables and expect your kid. Your kid is gonna have a Huxtable experience.
I was talking to my cousin about that. That's rich. I'm like, blood. Like, how you find that balance? Not to say that I'm rich. He's rich, but I'm like, how do you find that balance between not having spoiled ass kids and recognizing I'm rich and you're not, versus how you grew up?
You take them to Target.
We do want to say that you do recognize this is a
people.
great problem to have.
No, it's a good problem to have like I said, I feel like my kids, I could take them anywhere. I could take them to the hood, I could take them to a rich part, and they're gonna be the same, and they're gonna adapt to anywhere, and they're gonna be themselves.
Kids are pretty adaptable.
So that's dope. Like, if I take them to an auntie house and live in a hood and one bedroom, they won't be like, why is she like, what are we doing here? It's time. They're gonna be kicking it. Like, let's kick it with the kids. Let's roll. Let's do our thing. But same time, man, I still want to live around black people at the end of the day.
Well, you're in California, so that's like far and few between.
That's why I keep telling you we need to move to Oakland.
No.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, Oakland is becoming white as fuck.
Nah, it is, but we need
unless you go to the hood,
right?
We need to move to Stockton.
Hell no. Hell no. But I do have a dream one day of, if I could ever buy enough land, I would want to create a community of black folks. Like, just to,
can you do that? That sounds like some discrimination type.
Only black folks can live here.
I feel like I'll figure out a way to discriminate.
Only black people only?
Man, we'll figure out a way. I honestly feel like if you get enough niggas to just get in first, right? Just be hey.
Yeah, it's going to create a nigga
and then all of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? Somebody white going to come and be like,
Will people say that's considered ghetto?
Oh, that's like this one Cedric the Entertainer new show that's coming. Have you seen
Neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
It's a white couple that moves into a black neighborhood, and they got like black folks' names and stuff. So when they meet them, they're like, wait a minute, what are you doing here?
But if they stay, then they stay. Like, I ain't going to discriminate against them, but I feel like if we want what you're talking about, we have to create those opportunities. We can't just expect for those opportunities to come. The fact of the matter is that, like, I could look on IG on any given day, right? And it is not a regular thing to see people posting pictures about how they just bought a house. Mm-hmm. So the first thing is we got to get our people to understand, like, home ownership is something that we should all be ascribing to. But if we're going to do that, then we also have to have conversations about what does it mean to take care of your credit? What does it mean to pay your bills on time? What does it mean to get out of the rob Peter to pay Paul mentality of getting your way through life? What does it mean to have discipline and the sacrifice, right? Like when you put your kid in that environment where around a lot of black people, and I love my people, they also are going to be around a lot of those elements of people not appreciating the things that you appreciate. Mm-hmm. Like,
hey, I was thinking about that. If is us moving from where I would like to be just around black people. Normally when we're around black people was lower class area, and I even hate to say that in California. Mm-hmm.
But California, well, okay, so real quick, what people don't understand sometimes is that California is really one of the more discriminatory states out there, right? Like we have, like, because, you know, say we got San Francisco, Oakland, LA, like we got this whole, like, everybody love each other, like there's no discrimination, there's no racism, woo, woo. But if you look at a state like Mississippi or Georgia or Alabama and compare it to California, black people is doing way better out there than they is here. Like, you go to Atlanta right now, you're gonna see black people who are actually service workers that's working for the city or working for the state, making good money. You come out here, you ain't seeing that.
Yeah.
Like, so you feel me? If you really want to put your kid in that type of environment, then you got to entertain the possibility of moving out of the state of California.
My kid's going to HBC, straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anything, like, speaking of kids, do you think about what you want to leave behind for your kids as generational, like for your grandkids and for their kids, something that you started? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. I think about stuff like that all the time.
What you trying to leave though? Like, what you trying to build?
You know, I'm trying to build a compound.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to have a compound there where they be like, where we going? We going to Grandpa's compound. You know what I mean? And then when
it would have a name.
Exactly. Like,
Chateau Charay.
The Never Never Ranch. Like, I want something like that.
You want something like that? Man,
like, it's so I found a lake around here. White dude owned like 20 acres on the lake. And
that's a lot of acreage.
There's a piece of property, 18 acres right next to him. Dude is trying to buy the 18 acres right next to him because he like, I want my son to own that. And he was like, between my 20 and his 18, we'll have 38 acres between us. My family would never have to move nowhere. Because we could just keep building and building and building, right? Like, to me, that's legacy, generational, right? Yeah. Like, I don't care what you do in this world. I don't want to build a business where all my kids feel like we got to keep up daddy's business.
Yeah. I feel like land is the most valuable.
Exactly.
Look at Queen Sugar. I feel like land.
I heard a reality show, man.
It comes all full circle.
Queen Sugar is not a reality show, I'm just saying, like, land, I feel, holds the most value of anything you can leave for your kids, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah,
I do.
Land, property. Yeah, sure.
Land more so than property.
But I still think we raising sucker kids, man.
Damn. I don't know why you feel that way.
Not suckers.
I really don't know why you feel that way.
I just feel like they way softer than us.
So what? You want your kids to, it seems like parents are always wanting and your parents probably thought the same thing about you. You always
my pops from East Oakland. Yeah, my pops.
That's what I'm saying. You always, it just keeps going. You always want to do better for your kid than you, like, parents want to do better for their kid than their parents ever do for them.
Yeah, why is this
I
bothering you so
don't.
much,
I'm
bro?
not. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with them being squares. I'm cool with them.
I'm cool with my kids being squares.
Are
too.
you sure?
I'm cool with them being squares, but I just want them. You know what? I think we doing real good. I didn't see my son
Yeah,
pop a couple
like,
kids in their mouth for
Relax.
overstepping,
Take
but
it easy. I'm like,
at
what
the
do you
same
want?
time, it just. I don't know, man.
Okay,
I
so
really
you
be
feel like
thinking
he's
like
too
this
soft.
environment.
So what do you want him to be? What kind of kids do you want them to be like?
I want to be
You
like
just said
me
they
and
can
better.
adapt to any environment that they're in. So
I
what
need
is
them,
it that
I
you
need
want?
them to be like me and better. I feel that they will be. I know that they will be better than me.
Okay,
That's
so why
my
do you
goal.
keep saying that they're soft? Like, what does that mean?
Because they mama won't let them walk to the school by themselves.
So what? You be
It just
doing
be
the
little-
same thing too.
It's just little stuff like that. Because you scare me.
Okay, pause.
It's you scaring
put
me.
it on me. So
And you know how it'd be
No,
like this.
hold on.
Jump a little, it'd be like this.
No,
Like, can the kids walk to
no.
school? They be like, and get hit by a car and die. You want that? It's like, ooh,
that's not even how I be.
shoot.
First
I
of
don't
all,
know if I want that.
it just depends on the child. You have to assess every situation. What happened?
Go ahead.
Keep going.
Oh, I don't hear myself anymore. You have to just assess every situation per child. So if I know that my 7-year-old isn't very aware of his surroundings and just goes along, this is the same one that's already got a broken arm, busted his face on a trampoline, busted his mouth on somebody's head. Like, if I just know that this kid is not very aware of his surroundings and would just like go in the middle of the street without looking, and I know there's not a stop sign right there, I'm gonna be a little bit cautious.
Doc, how many kids got hit by cars when we was growing up?
Why does that make it okay?
Because they survived and they learned.
Oh my gosh. Now the older one, he can go all day.
Hey,
It doesn't
you
matter.
really sounding like an old man though. Like you on this whole back in my day.
Back in my day.
I ain't gonna front. I probably sound confusing and it's hard to, like you said, articulate what I want, but
Yeah, I don't know what you want.
I just think sometimes I'll be like, nigga, y'all soft, man. Or just the things that they complain about.
But
and
what
I know,
is wrong with that?
I know it's a
Because
world
when
that
you were
we,
their age, you was sucking
No,
somebody's titties
so-
in the closet.
I know it's a world that we created, but
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is that what you want them to do?
No,
Nah, it ain't about
I
that.
feel what you.
Because-
I feel what you're saying because sometimes I look at my own child and I'm like you soft.
I'm cool with soft.
However, she got skills that I didn't have.
oh no, my son, dog.
You know what I mean? So you got to
Straight
look
A
at
student.
the total
package.
package, bruh. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I think I'm aided by the fact that we went back home and I put my kid in school out there and my kid looked at me one day and was like, "Please take me back to Elk Grove." She was just like, "If you care anything about my future,
If you care anything about my future.
get me up out of
Hey,
here."
my little nephew, blood, he went from Elk Grove to Bethel and Vallejo. He was like, dude, we were literally doing this in the 9th grade in my senior year. What are they doing out here? I'm like, shine, baby.
Take this opportunity to shine.
So I just, you got to take that into. You can't overlook that fact that, bruh, everything you do in life has trade-offs. You know what I mean? I feel like you focusing on the wrong.
Yeah, like I am so thankful
y'all
for
focus-
how my
y'all
kids
focus on-
are.
When y'all saying I'm focusing on the wrong thing, what do you think I'm focusing on?
You just keep saying that they soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all right on money.
I don't think we're
Lord.
confused about this, bro.
Nah, I mean, somebody could say I'm soft.
What
'cause I ain't
you've
no
done
thug.
is you've glorified your childhood.
I'm not glorifying my childhood. I'm
Yes,
talking about
you
as far,
are.
I'm talking about as far as the things that made us tough. To what
Bruh.
we
What
are
made
right
you
now.
tough?
You just
What made you
glorified
tough?
the fact that kids used to get hit by cars.
Ah, that was a joke, blood.
Brennan, you were driving at 12, 13. What
That-
made you tough?
I wasn't even talking about that.
Okay,
I'm
what
talking
made
about
you
as far.
tough?
It ain't. I'm talking about just.
What
We
made you tough?
Do, 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 do,
put me on the
do.
spot. I'm talking about just normal stuff that we. Are,
You
how
ain't
our
talking
parents-
about nothing because you
Can I-
ain't
can I
saying
get it off?
nothing.
Can I get it?
Talk faster. That's what you tell me.
Damn.
I'm talking about just normal stuff like walking to school.
So that makes them soft because I won't let them walk to school?
Man, I'm not gonna pinpoint everything. I gotta watch these kids and figure it out, or give me some more
will
time.
you just say
put me just
you
on the
have
spot.
such a strong opinion about it? I
Nigga,
thought that you might have had a couple of things in your pocket.
She just put me on the spot like, nigga, what's that one show? come up with it now. Can I phone a friend and see what's up, blood? Like, dang.
I'm just saying when somebody
When
seems to
somebody
have such
always
a
think they
strong
want an
opinion,
argument because they put you on the spot or something. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't know what you talking about now. I put you on the spot and you didn't come up with 10
when
answers.
somebody has such a strong opinion about something, they'll be able to have a
Okay,
couple of things to back it up. And all you can say is they don't walk to school.
Let me flip it. I think we're making our kids soft based off the world that we provided for them. Boom.
Okay, so if you wait, hold on. So if you are making your kids soft based on the world,
The things that I allow my wife to do.
Oh no!
I'm just playing, man.
It's all me.
I'm just playing. Let it go. Let it go.
You about to kill it.
It's all me.
You about to kill it.
All right, y'all won that argument. Y'all won. I give it to y'all. Y'all
all right.
I'm bugging.
All right, so I feel like, you know what I mean, before we end the podcast, we got to touch on. I feel like we got to touch on some of the stuff that's been happening in the news. I didn't want to spend the whole show on it, so I'm glad we talked about other stuff. But every time I pop on IG, I'm seeing either Kaepernick, or we could talk about the brother that was on the Cosby Show.
Both.
That got shamed.
Well, I just have a question. I don't understand why is everybody so mad at Nike?
Because
so I would say who is mad at Nike?
White people. The same reason that they mad that he took a knee. The most respectable thing he can do.
So the people who are mad are saying that Nike, you are disrespectful because
Colin. They saying
because he was so disrespectful. Because he was so disrespectful and
to the flag, and now
making him
Man, I say they tripping, dog.
So one of the things that I've learned this years, I've been knowing this. One of the things that white people hate is to be confronted with the fact that they have a fucked up ass history in this country. Like, they don't want to admit that this country has been really, really good to them and really, really.
Go.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Go ahead.
Is it only white people that are mad?
I haven't seen nobody who wasn't white burning shoes.
I mean, they was born. They was also.
And I'm being smart with my words.
They were also burning jerseys when LeBron went to Miami. Like, people get mad
and they act irrational
so quick, and then they just,
and because they got cameras, they just.
Hey, how much is that deal for? How much is that Nike deal for?
I don't know. So okay, that's my problem with the whole thing.
What
is I'm asking myself, Colin, where you been? I've been needing to hear from you. Where you been? I know you suing the NFL, but where you been?
He's in the NFL still?
No, he's suing the NFL.
Oh, still.
But dog, dude, I think
he's been moving behind
he did
the
what he had to
scenes.
do. He stood behind what he had to stand behind. But why he got to keep being in the forefront of everything?
You started it. Here, you don't have to be in the forefront of it. But if you choose not to be in the forefront of it, then don't come back when you got millions of dollars and then put your face back on it again.
But who said he ever left?
Dog,
How do you know he hasn't been doing stuff like in the cut?
And he could have been doing stuff in the cut.
But you saying he got to be in the forefront?
No, what I'm saying
what you've been doing.
No, what I'm
Show
saying
me where
is
you've been.
right, because what I'm saying is you started this. So when you start something, you have a responsibility to be at the front.
So let me ask you, what is he supposed to be doing? He already took a knee. He already got kicked out of the league. He already.
So I feel like that started and ended that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he out of the season. Like, what he got to go on every black national?
Nah, it ain't even.
Show
it ain't even about that. It's about if I give you, it's telephone.
Dog, he already started. We in here talking.
He started
about
it, but where has the conversation gone? Like, the conversation has gone in a bunch of different directions.
It was already going in a bunch.
But he said what he had to say.
Nah,
he told the
bruh.
reason why.
He
told the reason why. He said, I asked him.
He said all of that. He said all of that.
What more do we got?
And then when he lost his job, you just stopped hearing from him.
That was his platform.
Dude, that was the biggest platform he had. Like, what else do you got to do?
He's Colin Kaepernick.
I disagree with you.
He's Colin Kaepernick. You can have a platform.
Like the Nike sign says, when you stand for something, it has to be worth what? Sacrificing everything.
Yeah,
like the dude lost his job.
He sacrificed
what
millions.
What more do you want from me?
Dog, millions.
Bruh. I'm not debating the fact that he sacrificed millions.
So what would you have him do?
I'm asking you, what do he need to do?
What I'm saying is, listen to what I'm
saying.
saying. Listen, what I'm saying is, if you Stokely Carmichael and you start the Black Panthers, you can't just disappear. You got to stay in the front and let folks know that I'm still here.
Black
I'm still.
Panthers is a group.
That's an organization.
I understand, but I need y'all to expand your minds and think about this.
He did this by himself. They asked nobody for nothing.
He did this by himself.
They asked nobody for nothing.
But the minute that he left the league, he let every other football player, he let Trump, he let the owners, right? He letting everybody tell his story, and then he comes back and is like, okay, I'm gonna take back over. I'm gonna put my face back on this again, but I'm only doing it because I'm getting paid now.
So
disagree, dog. Like, even if that was the reason, so what? Like
bro, I got an issue with that.
Though, but who said that he stopped doing what he was doing?
Where he been? You tell me what he's done.
I don't follow him.
It don't matter to me.
Do you follow him on
the reason
social
why it
media
don't
or
matter to
anything
me,
like that?
because he did what he did. He said what he had to say. He got kicked out of the league. He lost millions. So if somebody willing to pay him millions for representing what
I
he
kind of
did,
feel like the joke is back on them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody want to pay him millions for what he did and appreciate that. Man, let the man shine.
Yeah, it's kind of dope.
Why we gotta hate on him? Cause
I'm not hating on him.
Lightweight hate.
Understand? I'm not hating on him.
I feel like it's a full circle
I'm just
moment.
saying I have an issue with the fact that, bruh, I ain't heard from you since you lost your job.
So
and
what?
the time I do hear from you is when you profiting off of this.
That's because you don't follow him.
But 9 times out of 10, you don't hear people doing positive things.
But you don't
especially
follow
Cap.
him. Especially if you don't follow them.
Especially Cap.
Bruh.
Everybody, you're not going to hear nothing from Cap.
Anything Cap do, he's going to get pub just because this shit ain't been out the news in the last 2 years.
Nope. Negative go way for 30 times more faster than
Kaepernick is negative all the way around.
He wasn't in the NFL.
He's right. So I'm saying, what I'm saying is, when you still got the president of the United States talking about players kneeling, and Kaepernick is the one who started this, Kaepernick can go stand in front of
maybe it was just
the
his
high
job
school
to
up the
start
street
the conversation
and say something. Okay, that's your job to start the conversation. All right, I'm cool with that. But now you coming back into the conversation. Now you got coins in your pocket.
So what?
I have a problem with that.
So
why, dog? Like, you still ain't, like you told me, you still ain't said why.
I've told you why y'all not listening to me.
If anything, this is saying I took a stance, risk it all, but yet here I stand, still getting paid.
Nah, man. Nah.
Probably getting paid more than what he was going to get paid more than Phil.
Listen, here's what I feel like, honestly. I feel like
he did it for a show.
No, I don't. No, I definitely don't feel like that. I feel like you felt the way you felt. You took a knee. Okay, boom. You had a job. You told your job, I don't want this job no more. I'm gonna go get another job. Okay, now where I come from,
that's why you said it. He didn't say that, dog. He was trying to play.
He opted out of his contract. Where I come from, if you got a job, you don't quit your job until you got another job.
I want nobody picking that boy up, dog.
But he was getting paid millions on the Niners, and he said, "I don't want this job anymore." Okay. Did he or did he not do that?
Okay, so where we going? Where we going with this?
Okay,
so
all right.
I'll follow you.
Okay, so you opt out of your job. Now you can't get a job. All right, you can't get a job. That ain't your fault, because I really believe that they colluding against you. Okay, but you also go silent. You go silent at first because you're trying to get a job. Right. So you wasn't being as, like, when it was reports coming out that said, like, when teams was asking him, like, bruh, is you going to still kneel if we bring you on? Like, he wasn't saying, like, hell yeah, I'm going to still kneel because niggas are still getting killed in the streets. He was trying to get that job, so he tailored back. He wasn't saying shit. Now he got a convenient excuse for not saying shit because he's suing the NFL.
You don't know that though. That's all he say, she say.
But even if he said,
all I know is what I see.
But even if he said, no, I'm not going to kneel anymore, because he took a stance. Like, I don't think it's something that he has to continue to do forever.
I just disagree.
You think he should always be kneeling now?
No, it's not a matter of.
That's like a process.
It's not a matter.
Forever.
It's not a matter of always kneeling, because I even feel like now niggas is only kneeling because they're being told that they can't kneel.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is, bruh, all I want to know, since you got this campaign that says risk everything, you know what I mean? the irony being that you getting paid to actually say that, right? So like, it ain't like you risking everything because you getting money to do this campaign.
Yeah, that's just
But
the
I think it's like
benefit of what he did.
It
to
was
risk
a past thing. He already did.
He already
risk it.
read it.
So he has to continue to risk it.
man.
He has to continue to risk it
So you
all.
saying, nigga, nah, I am turn down this money because I'm gonna continue to keep going on this.
I'm not saying that. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Like you giving him a pass because you saying, how do I know that he ain't been doing stuff this whole time? And what I'm saying is the fact that I don't know you ain't been doing stuff this whole time is a problem to me.
And then
I'm telling you, just because he got money offered, I think he should get that money, regardless of whether he's in the forefront or behind the scene, or whether he's doing it or not.
But I disagree.
Do you follow Colin Kaepernick?
I don't follow Colin Kaepernick.
So you don't know what he's been doing or not been doing.
We could look him up right now and see what Colin has been doing.
I'm pretty sure stuff will pop up.
I'm pretty sure Colin hasn't been doing much of anything these last couple of years.
I'm sure he has been doing a lot of stuff.
Sure he has.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
He has, but he hasn't been on that.
The amazing thing is neither the three of us got information on what he has or has not been doing.
I don't follow Colin Kaepernick. I don't even watch football.
I don't even care if he do or don't. All I know is he did his thing, and I'm glad the brother getting paid. Yeah. At the end of the day.
Dang, you don't want to make no money no more.
No, I'm not saying that. Like y'all,
if you ain't taking a knee, you don't need to be making no money.
No, you're not.
Be bugging how like people could be like, he doing it for a stupid reason.
Hey,
like,
has Nike ever even signed people who aren't athletes or like aren't an active athlete or something?
Kevin Hart got his own shoe.
No, I didn't even know that. Is it with Nike?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's because he always doing the running.
He be putting like little
rappers be getting shoes
and stuff.
Yeah.
Rappers got shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's somebody who is doing something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it ain't just no.
Like he technically doesn't have a job right now.
But he was already under contract.
Oh, okay, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
So basically, Nike saying that they never dropped him.
Yeah.
Basically.
So not only did they never drop him, but now they saying like they re-upped him.
Man in the face. He the face of Nike. Yeah. That's dope. And I think
it is dope because that continues the conversation.
Now, I will say I'm all for Nike doing this for the simple fact that everybody else is so afraid of what white consumers is going to think by bringing Kaepernick on. And Nike is basically like, look, y'all so worried about the white consumers. Y'all ain't even thought about the black and brown consumers. Yeah, so we about to show y'all that bringing Cap on is not a deficit, but it's actually an asset.
Make a big deal. Nike dropped 3%.
Oh yeah, they took it down a little bit.
And then when you look at it, it's like Nike dropped 3%, Adidas dropped, like Puma, like they wasn't the only shoe brand that dropped yesterday.
Well, I wonder if the outlets is gonna have some sales going on or something.
I want to know what that Kaepernick line gonna look like.
Did he have a line before?
Nah, but he better come out with a dope ass shoe.
Is he coming out with a shoe and stuff?
Pretty sure he come out with something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, part of his contract is they're gonna come out with the Kaepernick line, and then if the Kaepernick line, boom, he get more money on his contract.
More money.
That's dope. And then what you were saying, homeboy on the Cosby Show,
Alvin.
Yeah, man, people bugging off that, man. Let this nigga feed his family, man.
Come on,
he
now.
About to now. He about to get in the Tyler Perry saga. Why don't you like Tyler? I keep hearing you say that every time you mention him. Why don't you like Tyler Perry?
Because Tyler Perry is what he feel like y'all kids is gonna turn into.
No.
Wiggity whack.
Don't point at me and say Tyler Perry, my kids.
Why is Tyler Perry whack?
Tyler Perry is whack because all of his. First of all, he got men issues.
I just don't like
because I feel like in every one of his early plays, women was just getting dogged by niggas. Like all niggas was dogs, and it was like
I can do bad all by myself.
I just think he down low. I don't like down low.
I ain't even really tripping. If he down low, he down low. I just feel like, bruh, you a black man dressing up like a black woman who is depicting black men as just being abusers. Like,
but all the stories though always have a turning point. Like it has a full circle moment. They just he just don't live them.
And the
he just don't
turning
leave
point,
them battered and bruised.
The turning point always has to do with a man who is not educated, who has not, you know what I'm saying, it's like always
that's
like
not true.
It's always like the gutter nigga, like the nigga that's just
you didn't
struggling.
see I can do bad all by myself.
I'm gonna say no.
That's when the husband, he was a
was
big hot shot, and he was just treating his
and then
wife
he got
bad, and then he got in an
handicapped?
accident,
Oh, that's pretty
and then
dope.
the wife
You
came
might cry
back
on
and
it.
took.
You cry.
No, you might cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
But he came back and then basically showing, even though he broke her and tore her down, that was her husband.
I want you to peep this storyline you just told me.
What?
So first of all, you got a successful black man, educated. Let's celebrate that. But no, instead of celebrate that,
He gonna beat
let's
his chick
let's
up.
depict this man as somebody who's gonna beat his woman up, all this stuff. And
But
the
a lot of that
only
is our
reason-
reality, though.
Right, but the only reason why
everybody reality.
Whose reality
What you
is
talking
that?
about?
How is that not a lot of women's reality?
it might
Nah,
be
it
some
might be
women's
somebody.
reality,
That's all I'm saying.
but that
There's a
ain't
lot.
every black woman's reality.
I didn't
that
say every black woman,
said-
but I'm pretty sure a lot of women could
Okay.
relate.
Anybody
So
can relate,
if-
but I'm
if-
saying it's
if that
a
is
black man got an opportunity to write something. That's what you're going to,
Yeah.
right? You got a black director, a black script, and the first thing you want to do is have a successful black man beating up his wife.
and the only
But
reason
that
why
wasn't the point of the movie.
the only reason why the story
what?
turned around is because this successful black man break his back.
And then the black woman come back to her black man because I love you so much, I'm gonna get you better.
Well,
So the only time he
movie I
could be
got from
good to
that
her is
was
when he broke
a
it.
movie about showing forgiveness, and then she moved on and was happy.
And what I got from it was a black man who hate black men to the point that he got to break a black man's back in order for this black man to treat a black woman good.
It makes for a good movie.
Okay, that's one. They all follow that same storyline. I can't find no man. The man I got ain't treated me right. Niggas
You
ain't
just
no good. Like it's like,
Really
oh
don't
my
like
god.
Tyler Perry.
Daddy's Girls. What the nigga was in jail?
What's that movie? What was
Daddy Girls was a good
the
movie.
big movie
But
that
dude
he
was
did?
in jail, though, right?
Yes.
Not in the movie. He wasn't. He had went to jail.
No,
I'm just
but,
saying,
but
though,
no,
what I'm saying, he got-
but it was this one. It was same thing,
was
right?
falsely
But
accused.
it was the mom, right, who was like over the top evil towards her kids, just over the top, like
That's how it be in
cartoonish
the hood
evil towards her
sometimes,
kids,
though.
with the over the top gangster.
It's a movie.
And he talked like, "Hey man,
He
just
do
want to
sound
know
like
what's
that.
going on with you."
First of all, you just don't like Tyler Perry because it's a movie.
It-
I can
but
probably
all
come up
of
with
his-
a movie that is dumber than
No,
these that he come out with
but
the acting
all of
over the
his
top and everything.
movies over exaggerate the worst qualities of black people.
It's a movie.
But why do all of your movies have to
They
over
all have
exaggerate?
a happy ending.
You saying he's
No.
shucking and jiving for these
Yeah,
people? Huh?
he
They
basically
all have a happy
Sanborn for these
ending.
people.
They all have a happy. How come we don't say that about the white movies?
I say that about the white movies.
So you just don't like nobody.
No, if your movie, if you have a series of movies that come out,
Why don't I say that?
and
about the
all of your movies,
You never.
You know
say
why?
that about
Because
the
there's
white
not enough
movie.
black movies out, and when they do come out, man, uplift us, man.
But
That's what it
at
is.
The, uplift men.
no,
Sure, why not?
What, how I don't
Men,
see how his
women,
movies
families.
uplift women.
Because at the end, they always find they're happy.
The women always.
The
good.
women
The
find
women
they're
get beat
happy
up. They get beat up,
At
and then
the,
they
in
find
the end, they always find they're happy.
Their knight in shining armor.
And Daddy's Girl, the guy found his happy at the end.
What happened to the 8 man?
Hey, let's talk about.
He went to jail.
Hey, let's talk about Why Did I Get Married?
That was a really good movie, though.
Hey, how many of us would sit around and watch one of our close friends dog out another one of our close friends? Like, nigga, you gonna bring the other female to the thing?
Well, they kind of called him out on
with
that
your wife?
movie.
No, calling him out would have been like, bruh, you're not staying here.
They did that.
No, they did
Angela,
not.
are you kidding me? Angela?
No, they
You know
did
why?
not.
Angela was like,
I
who
can't
is-
front. I can't front. He did that pretty good.
That
Dude-
movie was good.
Dude was an all around jerk,
Yeah,
and they
he
expected
was.
that from him. Sometimes you got
Always
people.
has been a jerk.
Look, sometimes you do got friends that you just expect that.
But if
type of
you
dude.
have,
If
listen,
you didn't like Why They Get Married,
Listen.
I got to put you in the hater
Listen.
category of Tyler Perry.
yeah, that was a
put
good
me in
one.
the
'Cause
hater
that was a
category.
good movie.
No,
I'm gonna have to concur with her.
No.
That was a good one.
No, it was not.
That was good.
Bruh.
Why wasn't it good?
First of all, what I look, maybe I was just raised around different type of black women, but what black woman is
It's
gonna get?
a
It is
Listen,
movie.
black chicks like
listen.
out there, dog.
What black woman is
Now
gonna
I'm
get
with
on the
Tiff. Now with
airplane
some black chicks like that.
with her dude, with her husband,
But they showed her character.
and his
she had
side
low
piece.
self-esteem.
It's
She knew what's up.
movie.
And then drive in the snow.
Oh my god!
All the way.
This is not real life. It's a movie.
It's
Everything is over exaggerated.
There's some chicks
But
out there like that.
every movie that's created is not an over exaggeration of real life.
Most of them are when you look at them.
No, they not.
Kind of, sort of, they are.
No, they
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna have to agree with her.
Bruh, stop agreeing
You
with
just
her.
don't like Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry be over exaggerating
But
the worst part
Why
of
I
black
Get
people.
Married was hella good.
Nah.
Yeah.
Titanic, that's one of my favorites. Now it's kind of over exaggerated, dog. Niggas sat in the ice and died.
They running through the cruise ship and stuff.
Yeah,
Nah, bruh. He be
pointed out a
over.
white movie.
He be over exaggerating and making black people just look like monkeys.
I agree with you on like 90% of the movies, but that one you said, Why I Get Married, that one was dope.
That one was the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just don't like Tyler Perry.
I don't like him because
It's
I
clear.
feel like his movies are whack. And don't even get me started on the haves and the have-nots.
I never got into that show.
Yeah.
You on your own, Jack.
Yeah, I could never
You
get
watch
into
how
the
many
show.
seasons that you watch?
No, I watched 8 episodes,
But
bruh.
you know what though? But I do watch soap. I watch a soap opera, and a soap opera has very different acting in it.
I get that.
So that is definitely a soap
I get
opera.
that.
So either you like
You know
soap
what?
operas or you don't.
For a black soap opera, I ain't seen it,
But I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it's still ongoing, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
get
still
that.
on.
Yeah, for the fact that it's a
So
black
once
soap
you
opera, I gotta show that
adjust your,
love.
once you
Nah.
adjust your,
I get that. But all of your shit is like that.
Are they black?
All of it.
Well, it's all black cast, right?
No,
It's not.
the have and have not.
It
No,
got
it's
some white
not.
people in it.
Yeah. But I never watched that show. But I do watch A Story. I watch Days of Our Lives, and the acting on that is just horrible. But I like it. It's a soap opera, so it's,
That's how I look at Love and Hip Hop, dog. You gotta
Love
look at
and
it
Hip
like,
Love and Hip Hop, that's all it is a soap opera.
yeah.
it's hilarious.
I look at
Especially-
it like WWE.
But it's not just Tyler Perry. I think I just have a problem with black. Like that's one reason why I won't watch Empire. Because Empire went way soap opera, and I'm like,
I'm locked in.
can't do it
pretty
anymore.
good.
Yeah,
Can't do it anymore. I ain't watched it since the second season. Like,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know
that
what's
about
happening.
Star though. I just watch it because he watches it.
Yeah, I'm locked in that too.
Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of, we back in the fall TV lineup. I'm excited. Got my Grey's Anatomy coming back on.
Every podcast gonna be about you.
911 coming back on. The Resident coming back on.
If she get to talk about TV, I get to talk about football.
Hey, bring it.
I don't know nothing about football.
We got to get.
I
to
thought
watch
that you
a
were
game.
supposed to be watching football.
Who?
Is that not happening anymore? We can watch football again?
Who
Who?
said that?
I say who?
I thought we
I
supposed
say
to.
huh?
We can watch football again. It's fine.
I ain't never agreed to that.
Oh, I thought that's what.
Hey, I was thinking this. I got to come up with a name for it. My one of my sis call it a ratchet revolutionary, but I don't want to steal that because I don't feel like I'm ratchet. But like I'm conscious, but I ain't that conscious.
I like Ratchet Revolutionary, dog.
You like that ratchet
Yeah, we might
revolutionary?
have just steal it.
Yeah, we might have to because I'm like there's some things I'm gonna be conscious on and be like pro black, and there's other things I'm be like I can't protest with you niggas.
Like not watching football.
Right, like I'm gonna watch this game. I understand y'all got reasons for not watching the game, but nigga, I'm gonna watch this game. Like,
We gonna throw this
like I
out.
understand you want to make your Avatar Kaepernick's pick right now, but no, I'm good. You know what I mean? You do it for me.
Tiff, we got any questions? Why don't you ever look up the questions?
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, you gotta come prepared next week.
You ain't got no questions.
No, I don't, man.
Hey, just real quick, man, before we end, since we ain't got no questions, cause we just put it out, but we didn't. We did
Trap
a
art.
huh?
Trap art.
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
our wrap up on there was real short. So now that you had a couple days,
Oh man, that trap art was dope, man.
And it was
that
really
that was a
dope.
real dope experience, man. I really didn't think it was gonna be all that. Like I said, I always wanted to go to trap art, but I was like, damn, that's hella far, or I forget the date, and then I see it on people's snaps and everything. Like, damn, I should have went. And then
Man,
to
that's
be
a-
part of the media, dope.
It's a trip a lot of people still don't know about trap art. Thought everybody knew about it. You think it's because we in Sacramento?
Yeah, that might be it.
It is.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah, it was a Bay thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Oakland, Frisco, like, more that way they know it than it would be out this
510,
way.
415.
Yeah.
I don't see them getting smaller no time soon.
No, they just gonna get bigger and bigger. They
And
gonna
what's
blow
dope,
up.
what's dope is they start off with local talent. One of these local talents is bound to blow up and use them as like, man, my first platform is trap art, blah blah blah. Like if we
and
did,
they've already been international. Like,
but I'm just
what was
saying
his
though,
name?
like
Jesse. What was it?
Jesse.
How he says social media is like,
Yeah.
oh man, social media is like really everything. Like people are legit getting discovered off of
social
somebody's
media.
But
Instagram.
my thing is with trap art, you gonna always remember your first. Like people that we spoke to the first time speaking
You
to a
remember
podcast.
your first?
Yeah, you always remember your first.
You remember your first Ijoma?
I sure do.
So like, no matter what you do, you gonna always remember your first and how they treated you and everything. Like,
Look at Colin.
When we blow up, it's gonna be like, damn. I remember when we went to trap art. That was the first thing that we ever did. They gave us an opportunity. Blah blah blah.
Was that the commercial?
I didn't know he had to do boycotts work. Oh yeah, we supposed to be mad at Starbucks.
See, I
People,
can't.
you know what it is about boycotts? Why I'd be like, come on, they be so boycott and they forget. It'd be like a trend.
I can't be mad at all these. I just know if you boycott Nike, then you're just a hater. Because if you gonna see, nigga.
Kind of like you and Tyler Perry.
First of all, Tyler Perry's whack. I thought the trap art was dope, man. We got to go to one of they full events.
Man,
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the next one, but we're gonna be at that Beyonce concert.
Yeah, that's right.
We should totally do a review when we get back. I am so excited.
We got Beyonce concert and we got that
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
I need to go ahead and buy my.
You should, and if
tickets.
you're feeling like really
Hey,
good,
you should rock
you
with
should
that
just
Lauryn Hill with us.
buy 2 extra, and we'll go with you. Let me tell you. Do you know that I've been?
Did you know how much these tickets cost?
Do you know that I've been to every single time back to when Destiny's Child was opening up for Boyz II Men? I've been going. I've only missed one concert because I was like pregnant with Janai and it was my due date and everybody was hating. They didn't want to go with me. I am like a perfect person to take to a Beyonce concert. I'm just saying.
I feel that.
And most of my tickets that I get to her concerts are like gifted. Most of them, more than half of them, have been gifted
It's lucky for you.
because they just know the love is real.
Yeah, lucky for you.
I'm just saying, if you need somebody to go with and you
I
want to
think-
have a good time,
I think we'd be fine.
I'm your girl.
I think we would
Even in
what's
the
up?
nosebleed seats.
enjoy it.
What's up with that
We-
Lauryn
and
Hill,
we're gonna
though?
be sitting in the nose.
Hey,
Nosebleed seats are like stupid
Yeah,
cheap.
we're gonna be sitting.
Have
in
you
the
looked at it
nosebleed.
You
yet?
trying to rock with this
Yeah,
Lauryn
about
Hill
100.
concert?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, get some lawn seats, Bucks. I don't trust her.
For,
Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust her. Like, she might
Her
show
track
up late.
record's not that good.
Yeah, you ain't heard about Lauryn Hill track record?
no, you right about
Dog,
that.
she might show up late.
Listen,
She
I'm
might
just
not show up
hoping.
at
So
all.
it's the
You
20th.
gonna rock with it?
When is it?
It's on a Thursday in freaking Mountain View.
When is it?
On the 20th.
20th.
Of September?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be pushing it, bruh.
Listen,
I don't know.
I
It's
know you
the
plan your
20th?
vacations in 30 days. So I
right?
figured,
No, he said less than 30 days.
Hey, there's a cruise that I plan on taking now in December, bruh. And I ain't even got close, nigga. I'm gonna damn near hit them up like before Thanksgiving. Like, y'all still got to roll.
Hey, that's when they dumb cheap, though.
A cruise where?
It's an 11-day cruise.
Ooh, that is. Have you been on a cruise before?
I have. It's going to Belize,
That is
Mexico,
a
Jamaica.
long
Yeah, man.
cruise.
And I need. Hello.
I got 4 days.
Hey, I could probably rock with an 11-day cruise.
I'm a 11-day it up.
That's
I
a long
could
time.
do that.
How much is that?
Oh man, it's on Norwegian, so they was talking like
Ooh, Norwegian too. You be like around a whole bunch of uppity people.
they was talking. I'm
I don't
uppity.
know.
Have you not realized that about
Nah,
me?
but like
I'm uppity.
old uppity people.
I don't mind old uppity people.
I do. For 11
love-
days.
I love old uppity.
You want to go on that cruise, honey? That's
I
too
do.
long
I
with
do.
some
It
whack.
sound dope.
We would have to be hella deep
Yeah.
to where we would take over like we do everything we be going to.
Yeah, we'd be
Yeah, I
30
don't
deep.
mind. But I do need to go.
Y'all need to go on the cruise with us next year
I was about to say I do need to go on a cruise with y'all just to see that.
to experience.
Yeah, you
Our
know
turn
what?
up?
Damn, she ain't gonna listen to this anyway. My wife just don't like. She don't vibe with y'all.
Why?
She gonna be hella mad at me.
Jeez.
Yeah, let's get into that.
She gonna be hella mad at me.
Gosh.
Why is she on vibe with us, dog? We was about to wrap it, but now let's open up that can real quick.
No, so what it is it's not that she don't vibe with y'all as much as y'all have seen her over here. So when all y'all family is hearing everything, bro, like she recedes into the background.
So she don't vibe with our company?
It's
Or
not
us.
It's not y'all personal. It's just her in general. Like it don't like our entire lives. I could take her around a group of people, and she recede more so
So
than
she don't vibe well with people.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
don't just say she don't vibe well with us.
Well, y'all is people.
I'm just saying. Doesn't that sound better?
So like if I just feel like
Nah, I figure she just
think
not as
she's
social
more
as
like
you.
she's not. She's an
introvert.
introvert. She's
That's
an
what I said.
introvert. Yeah. So if we went on a cruise, it'd be like I want to like, come on, let's go, and she'd be like, you know, what I'm
Chilling in
saying,
the room.
Let me
yeah.
tell you, when we go on cruises,
We get the cheapest
Like,
room, nigga, because we
I
not
ain't talking
in the
about
room.
that. I'm talking about we walking around. People know my name. Just saying. It gets real on the cruise ship.
Right.
We have so much fun.
But I'm gonna talk to her about it. She, you know, you never know with her. But
Well, it's gonna be a lot of us, so I don't know if she wants to
It's gonna
go
be like
on that
30
one.
deep. Solid 30.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to go on that one.
as long as Nicole is there, I don't know why she can sit and talk with Nicole.
My sister?
But that'd be the only one. Otherwise, she'll just sit. Like, I can't believe y'all don't know this. She'll just come and sit on the couch.
Who said we didn't know that?
I'm about to be like, y'all be like, Nicole, you're right. She'd be like, yeah.
Every time she walked through the door, I'd be like, what are you doing here?
And then, like, after a while, it'd be like, you know, she'd be like, oh, I'm ready to go. She'd be like, you can stay. But we on a boat. She can't.
You can't go nowhere.
I'm about to go jump
So how
on the
y'all
shore.
gonna do 11 days?
If it's just the three of us, she's good.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all be taking y'all kid on vacation.
Yeah. I'm about to say we got no choice, but I guess we do have a choice.
You always got choices.
Yeah. I could do 11 day without my kid too. My kid would be pissed.
I don't know if I can do 11 days without my kid.
Oh, my bad, man. I just seen your signal. Okay. I'm with you.
Oh, Brandon's telling us to wrap it up.
Let's wrap this up, man. I'm tired.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Y'all got something else y'all want?
I guess not.
I guess we're done.
All right, well, that's the end. Thanks for tuning in. Two Dudes and a Chick. It's your boy Priest D, a.k.a. Double SCD, Slim Sexy. And
Go ahead.
What
Go
did you say?
ahead.
Double S what? DC?
CD,
Double S.
Sim, Sexy, Celine Dion. Go ahead, man. You keep messing me up.
Well, shout out to my firstborn. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Janai.
yeah, I forgot.
She's 11 today.
Yeah, this Dr. AJ, so
Tiffany, peace.
hasta luego.
Hey!